This video should go viral because every teacher needs to hear this. If you want your kids to be highly engaged in your classroom, if you want your kids to listen, if you want your kids to give you feedback, if you want your kids to be able to show what they've learned in your classroom, this is the number one thing that you need to do. You see, it's about telling your story. You can learn a great lesson from Nike. You know, that's the company with the big swoosh. Think about Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is this incredible elite athlete. You see, people don't buy the shoes and the t-shirts of Nike because Michael Jordan is this great athlete. They buy it because of his story. You see, he often tells the story of how he was cut from his basketball team when he was in middle or high school, and how he continued to work and work and work, and when he got to college, he eventually became a breakout star, went to the NBA, became wildly successful, and now he's the Michael Jordan that we all know today. See, we buying the Nike because of the story. We can relate to the fact that we've tried, and we try and we try again, and eventually we want to make it. Now, this reminds me of a teacher that I worked with when I served as principal. She was from the Philippines, and she had a very difficult time with her students. They wouldn't listen. They talked in her classroom. It became a very, very toxic environment for a teacher. And when I sat down and consulted with her, I shared with her, hey, you need to tell your story. You see, she was just like them. She began to tell the story of how she grew up in the Philippines, and she would walk the streets barefoot. She would be hungry, and sometimes she would go for days without eating. She had to do little small jobs just to help her family pay bills. And as she told her story, the kids began to say, hey, she's just like us. And because she was able to bond with those kids, which we call intentional bonding, they started listening. They started trying. And because they started trying, they began to learn. And as they learned, it showed in the test results, which improved. She had high academic achievement because she told her story. So the question is, are you going to take the time to tell your story, to share with your students how you relate to them? I promise you, if you do that, your classroom engagement will go through the roof. You will connect with kids that you would have thought, hey, I would never be able to get through to this kid. All because you shared your story. You see, attention is the new currency. You have to tell your story so you can get that attention. And once you get that attention, then you can turn it around to teaching and learning, and your students will begin to get that information, be able to give you that feedback, and show you what they have learned. So let's do that this year. Let's focus on bonding and telling our stories with our kids. My name is Vondre T. Whaley, and if I could ever be of any assistance to you, you can reach out to me at my website, vondrewhaley.com. Have a great day.